Oh my. And that was a much different stroke than the previous one. Much shorter through impact. And what happens when you get short is you don't quite deflect the ball like you expect. And got a little thin on the 7 here, and he better say a little something to this cue ball. This could be adios. Did he get a shot? Is he corner hooked?
Extension, right?
Have an extension, yeah.
Extension.
Extension, please.
Well, he wasn't sure whether he'd taken his extension or not, and Brendan Moore, the referee, tells Orcollo that he can take his extension just as well, given the position he finds himself in.
Look at this. He's elevating, or he was elevating on this shot. Makes it just that much tough, but it's all about the cue ball. That's why he's elevating the back end. And you want to go around the 9. And if that's a sign of comfort, it's a good one for RoboCop.
Yes, and RoboCop gives the defending champion an early ticket. It was all about the missed 7 ball down the side rail.
I know you're a guy that pays attention, but I see a lot of comfort developing here. Now, that's a little shy, about a foot, foot and a half. But still, it's all about the angle. Probably lets the stroke out here and gets on the inside part of the 7 near the side rail, unless he really digs on the cue ball. I like this play, though. Ooh, okay. It would have been very hard luck to getting snookered, but you know how it is. Murphy's Law.
Because of visa problems, not been playing an awful lot of international pool. So maybe the absence of that has made him even more hungry than he was before. Look at this. Dennis, as we said earlier this afternoon, is turning out to be a menace. That's 10 out of 10 racks, that is, against world-class opposition. And our title holder finds himself in trouble.
Oh, wow. Really off with the touch there, and all he did is he cut the ball to the side of the pocket. That's why he lost the cue ball so much. You saw it cut to the left side, kind of extreme, and that'll cost you a little too much movement on the cue ball. I think he cuts at this, I think. Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to play the 8 below the 9. Oh, that's way hard. That's way hard. So some speed off here in the 3rd game.
One word for that, clumsy.
Yeah, and I think really, like we talked about, not only getting used to the table, but I think the early match wins for the preliminary players. It's really about feeling the nerves and getting through that and expecting some nerves in the second match.
Extension.
Extension, please.
Just to repeat what I always say, it's a 30-second shot clock, but there's 1 30-second extension allowed per player per rack, and what better time to take it for Orcollo.
Wow, what a stroke that was. Going to get a little bump, but a funny shot on the 9. Anytime you're close to it, hard to get the line on the shot line we call it. So it's a lot of feel.
Killed the speed of the cue ball, and again, Dennis Orcollo keeps that winning streak in terms of racks going. It's now 11 on the trot. He's 4-0 up. This is missable.
Yeah, you called it feel, and really, that's where we're going to see the teeth really kind of, rare on these 4-inch pockets, right? When the ball's out in the middle of the table, that's where it's very missable for these guys.
Is the Orcollo rack winning streak going to reach a deadly dozen? Yes, it is.
Dennis Orcollo wins the
Right now, all I'm thinking about is what a difference a year makes. In the final last year, Alexander Kazakis whitewashed astoundingly Shane van Boening 9-0. This time, on his return as the title holder, he faces the possibility of a whitewash because he's 5-0 down.
Beauty. He's going to have to take a long shot on the 7, but position on the 9's easy.
Simply extraordinary. Alexandros Kazakis, to give him his real name, his full name, finds himself on the brink of defeat, nay, on the brink of a whitewash as the returning champion. It's Orcollo who leads 6-0.
Wow. Ooh, wow. I thought he hit it really well. And again, there's a big difference, right? That ball falls on the 4 1/4 or the 4 1/2. Stayed steady. I know it didn't fall, but I mean, considering the rest of his opportunities in the match, probably one of his best shots, actually.
So deep into the pocket, wasn't it? I think it just about sums up his experience in this contest, which has been one of doom and gloom.
Yeah, I mean, nothing ever wrong, you know, besides we all hate to lose, but nothing ever wrong with losing to this guy. But Alex is going to be a little upset about some early opportunities he didn't take advantage of, because it doesn't matter. This field of 24, you make a couple of mistakes in this race to 7, especially big mistakes, you know, very unforced errors. It's going to cost you, and you're probably going to be on the sidelines.
It happened right from the very first rack. He missed a 7 ball down the left-hand side cushion.
And it was super surprising to me because he really put a beautiful stroke on the 5 ball just prior. Dennis is going to got a little straight, so he's going to have to take a little longer shot. And Dennis is very similar to what I commented about Sky Woodward when he'll get a faster pace as he starts to try and win the match.
extension, please.
A routine 9 ball for 14 consecutive racks. What a difference a year makes. Last year, Alexander was great. This time he's gone from hero, literally, to 0. Dennis Orcollo has turned out to be, for the second time today, Dennis the Menace. He defeats Alexander Kazakis, whitewashes him 7-0. First player into the quarterfinals.
How'd you like these, JJ?
Man, I don't think he can level out. That looks like a scratch to me unless he hits it kind of easy. Whew, man, super tough. And he's elevated the back end. Wow, what a shot. And he kind of finally got to let the stroke out, right? First time he's really got to let the stroke out.
Yeah, just look at that one, straight in the heart of the pocket. This is a little tester, though, in this right-hand side middle.
And then we see players shoot this type of shot different ways as far as the speed. Now he's overcut it.
Well, that was a very nervy rack here in this all-European clash, but it's Lechner who steals the rack. He leads Dimitri Jungo 2-0. That's a good angle. He looks okay here, doesn't he?
Yeah. Straight high ball. Make sure you get through it.
He's looking good here, is Max. Don't forget, he's not had a match on the table. That was Jungo. He had the preliminary round. Max was a seeded player, so he was straight into the final 16. I'm sure he's been watching some of the matches as well and trying to pick up a little thing or two. So he needs this 9-ball. He's jacking down on the cue ball. And it's there. This is a wonderful start from Austria's Max Lechner. He leads Jungo 3-0.
Anytime you're drawing off of a heavy shot, you don't have to go as low with the tip. That's just how it is. Same thing with follow, actually. Yeah, he's really settled in after that one mistake. A little below medium, maybe, that kind of speed.
Yeah, looking at it from that view now.
Well, it's not a hanger, but
it's
a surprise he rolled out there, right?
He's got to hit the rail first. If he contacts the 4 first, I don't think it'll go. Well, he's as baffled as me. I thought he was going to fall.
I did too, and that's the one I overlooked. That is another surprise on the rollout by Max, but it's worked out. I thought if he could see the 2-ball.
Is what's caused that 57% on Dimitri's side.
Yeah, I thought that was always going to be tough.
Boy. Start the clock, please.
So Dimitri got a little bit of luck when he tried to power that 4-ball in the side. Didn't leave Max an easy shot. You're going to feel he's going to need to put a 4-pack together just to maybe transfer a little pressure back over to the opposite side of the table.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to keep control no matter what it is, but you just don't expect to, 3 or 4 safeties to get you through winning games too often. The guys kick so well, they jump so well. I know it got away from Max there, but I agree with you, Carl.
Dimitri Jungo wins the lap. Right,
So Dimitri Jungo is finally off the ball. It's never nice to see a donut here at the Masters, and he'll be delighted.
He can cheat this if he wants. He can get the cue ball another inch out, maybe 2.
Well, that's all he could do. Is there a story brewing here? Is there an amazing comeback? It's now 6-2.
Got a touch of an angle. And I don't blame him. I mean, players are aggressive by nature anyway. That's what makes them so great. But he knows that Dimitri can kick out of a safety and maybe put some racks together and make this a totally different match. Oh, that's some confidence.
What a shot he's played there.
Yeah, he could have double kissed the 4 and still been in a bad spot. He could have caught the 3 and double kissed it. He just really hit it perfect.
Well, we talked about the players who had played a prelim. Did they have a little advantage? But it's not worked this time for... So it's Max Lechner with a very convincing win over Switzerland's Dimitri Jungo. He advances into the quarterfinals for the second year running, 7-2.
That will make him feel an awfully lot worse.
Well, when you get opportunities like this, you simply have to take them. You don't get away with stuff like that. You really don't.
In Loho Sum's first round win over Dennis Grubber. You made the point, Cole. 17 balls were missed. You cannot miss regularly against Shane van Boening and hope to survive.
Shane van Boening wins
It
the
wasn't the clinical start that sometimes Shane van Boening makes, but it was an effective one in the end. But we will remember that rack for the missed 7 ball from Loho Sum, who threw away a golden opportunity to get off to an agreeable start.
Where's the 1 ball going to go? Where's the 1 ball going? Well, another mistake from the champ.
String though, and hampered bridging.
Yeah, it looked a lot thinner than where he was aiming there, so he's clearly feeling edgy, his Loho Sum. Let's not forget he's had a match on the table. But he's playing the current world champ. This is a thin one. Cue ball will be travelling. He's trying to get the cue ball back up to where it is now, really. Can he get it in between the gap? Oh, he's connected the 4. Well, this is going to work out. Okay. Has he got a little angle? Wasn't bumping into the 4. He was trying to miss the 4.
Well, we saw a nice kiss there, Cole. I think Shane van Boening would like a few of those pool-wise.
He's had enough.
foul stroke.
Well, that is not the kiss Shane was after.
Now that's a sharp rebuke from the pool gods.
Just stop the clock fast, please. You can just take it off. Also. Yeah. Thanks. Okay.
One has to say, even though he's 2 on ahead, this is not the start we expected from Van Boening. I'm sure he's going to warm into the match, but right now, he's struggling somewhat.
Still early days in this match, but just feel that Shane is going to be under a little bit of pressure now. He's had chances. We know he's a good front runner. Now he's got to dig deep. Don't let this match get away from you. Loho Sum's the type of player. We've seen it at the World Championships a couple of weeks ago. He will grow in confidence.
23 years of age, and now it's 2-3 on the scoreboard in favour of the man from Hong Kong, China. Danger of a surprise defeat. It's always really intriguing. Oh, now then, we're always looking for a turning point. Have we just spied one there?
Yeah, I believe this is going to be a big turning point. It was a good opportunity, that for Low. Any contact, it would have fell. And there you can see from the super slow-mo, just misses the purple 5. SVB, he's back at the table. Needs to bear down on this one, though. Shane's one of them players where he possesses a lot of cue power, really gets the cue ball moving.
We aren't at the point of the match where we know that was a turning point, but we suspected heavily.
Obviously very effective. Well, I don't know what he's attempted there. I can only think he's gone for the pot. But it has gone drastically wrong.
Extension called.
Just having a good look, isn't he? He doesn't want to do anything silly at this stage of the match. He's got SVB right where he wants him. This is going to stop perfect for the simple 9. We've got a match on now, folks. We really have. We're just approaching the meaty part of this match now.
This really is some kind of tale. The Whirlpool Masters of 2022 could be ignited with this. Loho Sum was considered a decided second favourite before a ball was spotted. Shane Van Boening, always one of the players you regard as being right at the top of the list of any title contenders, and yet he's 5-3 down and sweating it out.
He's got to draw the cue ball back. He wants to draw it off the rail and then back out to shoot the 8 ball in the top left. Oh, where's the cue ball going to finish? Is this Shane's chance? Is it okay? It's a little cutback. He's okay. He is okay. He's going to be playing for the 9 ball in the bottom left. Good news is he's playing it into a big pocket. Play this into the rail. He's gone straight for the pocket. He's going to be on the hill, Phil.
too right, Cole. Too right. They call Gibraltar the Rock. Loho Sum on the rock, and he's also on the hill. Shane Van Boening in deep, deep trouble.
Oh, Phil, this is what SVB lives for. He is no stranger to a comeback. It's all about applying pressure. Loho Sum has had his chance. He might not get another one.
The key to success at the World 9-Ball Championship in the eyes of many is when he fought back from 10-3 down against Mika Immonen, no less, to win 11-10. That's small fry in terms of a fight back compared with his Immonen recovery. Nevertheless, this evening, just everything seems slightly out of sync.
Yeah, just not really with it, Shane. It's not easy. These race to sevens, you feel like you've got to get out the gate quick. So he's going to try and duck the cue ball behind the 9. 7 on the top rail. He's over at this. Lowe's got to fire at the bank shot here. Shane will be disgusted with that effort. He really will. He's got to attack the bank in the bottom left pocket. If he makes it, he should have shape on the 8. It's close. It's close, but it's not there. Shane is still alive, Phil. Is there a big, big story, a big, big moment about to happen? This is the beauty of pool. This is why we love watching it. This is why we play it.
Called.
These little stories that can happen on a 9'5" table with 9 balls on, Phil. 10 including the cue ball before you pull me up, Phil. I know what you like. So this time the 7 does disappear.
This is so edgy. As Loho Sum blown it. Shane Van Boening refuses to wave the white flag.
Oh, it was a good push out and a good safety. Needs to play this ball with a bit of right English, I believe. Or is he powering it in? Looks like he's going to power this ball in. Needs to be accurate. Oh, what a shot. That is SVB at his very best.
Crunch.
There's nobody better in the game of pool in this situation than Shane Van Boening. 6-3 down, looks buried. He sat there patient. He's waited for a little error. It's come, and now he's 4 balls away from tying the match up. Hill.
Van Boening demonstrating what great champions are made of. Not all about skill, It's about heart, about nerve. And about refusing to accept defeat.
Yeah.
Just asking Marcel for the cue ball to be cleaned.
Right.
Sometimes the players do that, not necessarily because they want the cue ball to be cleaned,
Extension
but
call.
it just helps them slow down. Make sure you don't get up to the 9 ball and shoot it too quick. This for Hill.
Shane van Boening wins the race.
Shane van Boening produced an almighty comeback on the way to winning the World 9-Ball Championship. Will we be recalling this on Sunday night when he's lifting the trophy? Loho.
Oh, it's going near the side pocket. That was the problem. Cue ball was always looking like it was going to cannon the purple 5. He's kicking at the 4 now.
Yeah, the 2 clusters there, 6 and 7 and 9, always provided the possibility of a self-imposed snooker. Oh, and he's missed it!
Missed the kick altogether.
No contact, all in hand.
Can you believe it, Cole?
Wow, the worst thing you can do in 9-ball pool is do not make contact and sell out. He was trying to pop the 4 in the corner, and there you see, he just missed. Second chance for Loho Som, ball in hand. Got to make sure he doesn't land low on the 6 ball. Make sure you go past the line of the pot.
You could tell from his expression Shane van Boening is in his chair, fearing the worst.
Got to be careful here. Does he risk just drawing it into the 9? Leave himself a longish 8? Or does he risk playing the cue ball high, running off the 9 ball? He's not 100% certain where the cue ball would go. He's going to draw back. He's got to watch the letter pocket here, though. Oh, that's a good job. Good job indeed. He's playing the 8 into the right and centre pocket. He's pushed the 9 over the pocket.
Mouth dry, chest a little tight, even at the age of 23, pumping.
This is effectively the 9 ball, and he's done it. What a match.
Loho Som, the man from Hong Kong, China, has proved to be the sum of all fears for Shane van Boening. Last month, he was crowned World 9-Ball Champion. Now, he's out in his opening match at the World Pool Masters. Well done to Loho Som. Kelly Fisher's advice and guidance before the match no doubt played a big part in that. And in the end, the underdog gets the verdict. What a way to complete a remarkable day.